today. I'd like to ask Judy to light the 3 candles, symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit, to start the service. Thank you. Please stand for the opening prayer and remain standing for the opening hymn. Dear Father God, we give thanks for this moment in time. May we find joy in all that we meet today, here and hereafter the service. May we find joy in all that we think and do. May we feel your love in our heart and express that through our joy, our kindness, and our words to all that come across our path today. Amen. Amen. The next portion is reading by the pastor, where I try to take something that has come across my life and put it into a spiritual perspective through a spiritual principle I'm trying to practice. I've had a bit of a quandary this past week with being human and trying to be spiritual. I guess that's the challenge that we all run into. I'm sure that there's certain saviors and enlightened ones that don't get emotionally disturbed about things that happen to them, but I'm not one of them. And I guess that's my drive, is to continually encounter things in my life, not overreact or underreact, try to feel God's presence. And if I react humanly to begin with, that's okay, because that's what I am. I am a human being. And I will maybe not act the way that I hope that I do when things come across my experience. And I guess part of that is to realize that God's acting in my life, and allow that to happen, and allow God to act in other people's lives as well. I'm responsible for what I say, but the other side of that coin is they're responsible for what they say and do. So you let them take their responsibility and you take your responsibility. Don't feel that any situation you find yourself in is totally your responsibility, because there's more than one person involved in it. So you have to stop and remind yourself that they're responsible and God's inspiring them for the events in their life. And sometimes we are asked to play a role in someone's life to get their attention that is not that pleasant to us. Sometimes we are asked to play a role that produces an unkind result in their life so that they can get their attention on that part of their life. And I'm not talking about intentionally abusing somebody, but sometimes it's refusing to give them what they're asking for. Sometimes it's refusing to allow them to continue to be who they want to be by not cooperating with them. Sometimes on the short term it appears that we may have harmed them or may have caused them some duress that we could have prevented, but that's one of God's tools for working in people's lives. First it's a kind nudge, then it's a little tougher nudge, and then it's a roadblock in our way. And if we try to continually remove the roadblocks in people's ways because we love them, God's going to continue to put them there, and at some point we're going to find ourselves with a roadblock in front of us so that we don't interfere with that other person. So don't take on other people's karma, don't take on their issues. Be kind, be open, but allow God to act in their lives just like you let God act in yours. And never think that momentary actions in your life indicate your spiritual involvement. Because you act human once in a while, or more than once in a while, does not indicate that you're not a spiritual person. Because the very fact that you look and gauge yourself and the spirituality of your actions indicates that you are a spiritual person. Because people of nefarious intent don't even ask that question. Don't even consider that aspect. So if you're asking that question and considering that aspect, that's an indication that you're a spiritual person. Thank you for listening. The next portion of the service is the healing portion. Askhen will be doing a guided meditation And we'll ask the two healers, Judy and Kathy, and Marty, to take a position behind the chairs. The way this works is there will be a guided meditation, and during the meditation you'll hear this, which indicates a chair has become vacant, so you can enjoy the meditation and still enjoy the healing at the chairs. We'll begin this portion by reading the prayer for spiritual healing on the back of the hymnal in bold. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's get ready for the meditation. Find a comfortable position to sit. Feet straight on the ground. Palms up in your laps. Just sit relaxed. Take in a few deep breaths. With your exhale, just release and let go. Let go of the tension, if there is any in your body. Let go of all the thoughts that are occupying your mind. Breath, with your exhale, just let it go. Let your mind become quiet. Bring your focus and your awareness to your breath. Of your breath. Feel all the thoughts disappearing. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your breath taking you deeper and deeper within. And connecting you to this peaceful presence that is within. It feels very quiet. With this peaceful presence. And become one. While you breathe in and out, repeat to yourself quietly, I am at peace within and without. While you breathe, feel the peaceful sensations flowing throughout your body, your mind, your spirit. In the presence of God, mighty I am presence, I now call forth the divine healing energy to be here at this time and to provide each one of us with the healings that we need for our mind, body, and spirit. As we call upon the law of forgiveness, we forgive all those who have hurt us. We forgive those who have disappointed us. We forgive those who have caused us pain and suffering. We forgive and we detach with love. We let go emotions of fear, anger, resentment. We let go of whatever is holding us back from advancing spiritually. Any situations, circumstances, relationships that are holding us back from achieving our highest potentials. We recognize them now and we release them to the light of God that never fails. And we ask God the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, to be in charge of our lives, our existence, our soul and spirit, while we are here in this physical plane on earth and beyond. In the name of universal Christ consciousness, we ask for protection, and we accept it as it's done. While you are breathing gently, shift your awareness slowly higher, higher to your forehead. Become aware of your third eye in the center of your forehead. As you look through, envision brilliant golden energy entering through your forehead and spreading the crown of your head. Healing and balancing your mental body. Clearing all the thoughts that are blocking your highest potentials and creativity. Feel the energy moving slowly to the back of your head and around your head. See it moving gently down to your neck, to your throat, down to your shoulders, to your arms. Feel this golden energy flowing down your physical body, around your chest, your back, as it moves within you. It heals and clears all the blockages, your emotional body. Release and let go emotions of pain, hurt, sadness. Feel this energy moving in a spiral form to your lower body, down to your knees, to your feet. See it exiting through the bottom of your feet and extending deep into the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Start slowly shifting your awareness up again, all the way up. Roll your eyes up above your head and envision brilliant influx of golden energy entering through your crown chakra at this time and rushing down throughout your entire body. Cleansing, healing, purifying. See this golden energy further expanding out your body, creating a beautiful circle of golden energy. See yourself sitting inside this beautiful golden circle. Breathing. Your body is relaxed. Cleansed. Now think of those who are in need for healing at this time. Any friends, family members, or anyone that you may know is in need for healing. Focus on this golden energy, healing energy that is surrounding you. Direct this divine healing energy to that individual. Just send it. See the person receiving this healing energy. Envision the person surrounded with this energy from within For those who know Florence, Northwest, with your third eye in vision, Florence, she is in need for healing. And draw this healing energy to Florence. Let the energy heal. See her surrounded with this beautiful golden energy. Anyone you may know, just send healing energies to that person. And know that you have the power to heal yourself. And heal others. It is your divine birthright to heal yourself. Just believe in yourself. And the God-given gifts that you have in your consciousness, your spirit. Hold your high intentions for love and healing. Send healings to our planet, Mother Earth. Send your healings to the ocean, to the minerals, to all the animals, the plants. Envision the earth in a beautiful and harmonious place. Bring your awareness slowly back to your physical body. Become aware of your physical senses. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
The next portion of the service is the inspirational lecture. Today's lecturer is Reverend Cassidy. It's her debut here at the church. Certainly not her debut with spiritual efforts or serving others in that capacity. Reverend Cassidy is an ordained spiritualist minister, clairvoyant, and intuitive medium. She holds certifications as a hands-on healer and light worker. With the help of her guides, angels, and the tools of the tarot, she guides people to greater understanding of their karmic lessons and soul's purpose. Dawn has accomplished this by touching the spirit of loved ones, spirit guides, guardian angels, and energies. Besides all that, I've known Dawn for a number of years and have always enjoyed her company, what she shared, and know her to speak from a place of integrity and honesty. So please welcome Reverend Cassidy.
Great. That's okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for braving the race traffic. I think that we might have an opportunity to miss some of that. And locals know that you can do the back roads kind of thing. Wonderful to be here. So excited to be here. So excited to look out around and find all these people that I know and love. And my talk today is on infinite possibilities. When each of us, it's my belief, and I'm not here to defend what I believe, I'm here to define what I believe. When each of us are born physically into the earth plane, I believe that we are put in a specific point in time, a specific moment that we're brought into the earth plane, at a specific place, as well as everything in total alignment for our own development as a soul. And in that space and time of our birth, we come in and we're current, and what my experience has been thus far is that we're brought in and we're surrounded by people that give us their belief systems, their truths. We're inundated by many truths or belief systems, or a specific situation around us. And so as we unfold as human or spiritual beings having a human experience on the planet Earth, it's my belief that we take on other people's truth from this moment that we come into the planet. And so later on in our lives, sometimes we experience a feeling that we're not really connecting with all those truths. And we start to clean out our proverbial spiritual closet. In other words, asking ourselves, which, beliefs are my truths that I carry, and which are someone else's that have been imposed by love, most generally, by love or situations around me. It was shown to me some time ago, that I was brought into the planet and I was not supposed to be raised by my biological mom. And thus, in my birth chart, it shows that I would not be raised by my biological mom. And then I was adopted at actually a late time for me. After some consideration, I thought 18 months old and being adopted is quite old, for all those inundated truths that come in. And my brother was 5, and to this day, he has difficulty creating bonds and relationships. And you can see that evident in his relationships that he carries thus far. So anyway, as I come in around, I realize that some of the truths and the belief systems and the deep-seated, inundated material that we come into the earth plane knowing is not our own. It's the perceptions and the vibrations of others that surround us in our environment. Whether that be our home, our parents, our siblings, our peers, our grandparents, and many other aspects. I have goosebumps everywhere, so spirit is in the house. This is my spirit meter, and you just keep track of this, okay? Okay, that means that I'm touching on what I need to be saying. So that is truth to me. That is truth, the confirmation of truth. But at the exact moment of our birth, we begin to be initiated with information and love, sometimes coming from a really great place of love. And it's no one's fault, really. They do the very best they can at the time. So, in light of all this, what my point being is at some point during our path, we discover that a lot of the truths that we carry are not our own. So we begin to go within and start to realize or try to evolve and ask ourselves deep questions. Like, what is it that I believe in? Who am I? Thank you, Spirit. We realize often, quite suddenly actually, that our sense of self which has been formed and constructed out of other people's ideals and not our own, and our beliefs and our images are not really who we are. We don't resonate with them. Most of my family's Baptist, so I'm going to stop there. It doesn't really define who we are. It has no center. It doesn't align with who we are. It doesn't align with our soul. Some of it does. The way that we perceive the world suddenly changes, and we find ourselves questioning our core truths. Who are we? Why am I here? What is my purpose? So as we reflect on this complex situation, we start to begin by meditation. That's why I feel meditation is a great aspect. Should we sit in white clothing and sit for 12 hours a day? It's not a reality. If you would like to, I'm sure that Manny would let you stay here and meditate for 12 hours. But anyway, I just want to say that, 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, anytime you can, would be awesome. Touching in with Spirit. I would encourage you to put a piece of paper and a pen beside you and just sit and be. Before you interact with your world, before you interact with anyone, maybe not before coffee.
Amen, sister.
I had a little bit too much blood in my caffeine system today. Okay, so anyway, have a little cup of coffee, please. You don't want to know me before coffee. But in Spirit, knows that I love coffee. Anyway, as I would encourage you to just sit for, say, 10 minutes and just connect with everything that is. And I think that with going within, I heard Reverend Steve Askhen say that, focusing and going within, you connect with the core of Spirit or the core of you. And you know that we are all connected with Spirit. So, as sometimes we have myths that are brought into our lives, or, information or guidelines or rules. And, society's rules play an incredible part in our unfoldment as spiritual beings having a human experience. The guidelines that we're given, to live by, they're not our truth currently sometimes. We hold on to them sometimes. And I realize that in my practice working in the light, I realize that a lot of people are in conflict. A lot of people are in conflict with the belief systems and the myths that they've been taught. And they're incredibly ingrained within them because they have lived a certain way for many years and been governed and they follow the shoulds. I should be more kind. I should be more spiritual. I should go to church every Sunday and believe in this theology. I should. And following the should, sometimes it doesn't really align with who we are. Sometimes it does. And sometimes it just does not match our core truth. So I encourage you today to begin to maybe go within yourself and start to imagine what your core truths might be. What is it that I believe in? How do I hold myself in my own spiritual way? How do I live my life in my own special way? How do I tie to the earth? How do I connect with the earth and the universe surrounding it? This is a reflection that I would encourage you to do. And I encourage you, and I feel that Spirit, Heavenly Father, and all that is would encourage you to carry truth with high integrity. I would encourage you to be always in high integrity, whatever your truth is, whatever it is that you carry. There's infinite possibilities in you. Each one of you. Infinite possibilities. And if we believe, which I believe, that we live in a hologenic universe and that the truth that we carry projects into who we are, then look at the possibilities of what we can create. It's unlimited. It's only limited by our own selves. Some of these truths need to be thrown out with the garbage. And some of these truths need to be nurtured and resonated within our core. My sister is still praying for me. And I said to her, I said, you know what? I'm still praying for you. So that works for me. And you know what? It's so wonderful that we live in an earth where we can all hold different truths and still be one. She's still eating popcorn thinking about that one. We are born on this earth as a soul to expand. When you're born, you have infinite possibilities, unlimited potential. One of the ways that we can tap in or touch in with our soul truth is to go within, or meditation, and connect with all that is. Following your heart, your own intuition, are all tools that the Lord has given us to create who we become. And I want to just say, gratitude will also bring you to having gratitude for the learning experience. Some of these experiences do not fit us. It's just like a pair of shoes. We can try on 5 pairs of shoes, and one of those might fit us, but 3 or 4 of them will not. So just because you're given a pair of shoes doesn't mean they're going to fit you. So be within integrity of yourself and honor your soul and your belief, and follow your heart and your intuition on what it is that you bring. What do you bring in your soul purpose? And it's no one's business, really, what it is that you do carry or believe. But then also, I would ask you to reflect on what is it that I bring to others, and what do I reflect to the earth? What do I reflect in my everyday life? Do I live in alignment with my true self and with the Creator of all that is and all my guides? When you begin to assess this in your life, I feel that you will have, it's been my experience, that you will have a freer feeling of balance. You will feel in unconditional love and also in great gratitude. Letting go of old patterns, old beliefs. And gratitude will bring you to a place of peace, harmony, and joy. And you become more enlightened, aligning with spirit, and you'll begin to live more fully in the light. If you're feeling stuck in old patterns, old beliefs, get moving. I want to thank you so much for having me today and braving the rapids, and I'm so excited to see children in the beautiful presence, and I want to just thank you so much for bringing the children to us. Sometimes I worked with children for many years, special needs degree, and children are just our future. So I just smile and I feel so excited about seeing all the children here today. And I also want to talk to you about a little bit about one of the things that were brought to me this week. And I was considering making my talk on being spiritual and allowing others to live their path, as Steve touched on this morning in his sermon or his talk. Reverend Steve Atkins talked this morning about, standing in other people's way of their lessons and the evolvement of them and their unfoldment. And that was brought to me by someone this week. And they asked a question, and I'm going to leave that question with you to type of ponder, if you will. She asked me, how can we be connected as a spiritual being having a human experience? How can we decide to let go of a situation and not reach out and help someone? In other words, someone was asking and needing their help, but they weren't willing to help themselves in the situation. And she had helped many times, and many times she had felt that they did not take personal responsibility for this on their own path. They wanted someone to step in and help them. So I was talking to several of my mentors, and they were saying there is a point, even in the highest vibration of spiritual unfoldment, that you need to step back from situations where people do not seem, in your experience, in your opinion, to be taking on the personal responsibility of anything in their life. It's time to step back and love them enough with unconditional love to allow them to unfold and reap the rewards or the repercussions of their actions. So that was a very important question. So I would encourage you to ponder that in situations around you when they're brought to you in such a way that you want to be a spiritual person and you want to help others. Sometimes we have to step back and allow them to unfold. And I leave that with you. Thank you so much.